Hello and welcome to Fellowship of the Roll, where a bunch of friends, family, and this guy play D&D and roll dice together. I'm Ty, I'm going to be the DM today, and I found out this week that Helen Keller flew a plane.
I'm Preston, and I'm playing Fargo the Wizard, and I didn't have anything prepared, but did you know that the ocean is 7 times as deep as the Grand Canyon?
That's cool. My name's Savannah. I'm playing Alana Oquin, a ranger, and I'm training for a half marathon.
Nice.
My name is Amanda Ferguson. I am playing Bridget O'Flynn, a human sorcerer, and that's it.
My name is Wyatt, and I'm playing as Dane Weyerbow.
Dane Wyatt?
I cannot say my own name, apparently.
I'm Paik. I'm the paladin Colmar Kerrigan, and I don't like falling into spike pits.
That's fair.
All
That's
right.
a fair assumption.
No, apparently no one can talk today, so
Alright,
Maybe a fun session.
that's okay.
It's
That'll
a
be
good
fine.
idea.
That'll be fine. That'll be so fine.
The paladin Colmar Kerrigan.
Alright. We don't. Quick shout out to Syrinscape for letting us use their platform.
no.
And without any further ado, let's roll.
Let's roll.
Alright. Where last
You're bad.
our ragtag gang of misfits left off,
Rude.
we were in the catacombs under the Pula Arena, where they spent an ample amount of time walking, traveling
Yes.
in darkness, until finally they came upon almost their demise.
Almost his demise.
Yeah.
Almost his demise.
You're welcome.
A pit trap that I so cleverly put in the middle of the road.
So cleverly. Well, but it would have not been clever to put it not in the middle of the road, so.
Exactly. And after using many hours to find a way out of this pit, they have successfully moved past it, and it is now behind them.
Thank goodness.
So they think.
And
Without
we-
any further ado,
we
that
haven't
is
left
exactly where we will
anyone else
pick up
behind.
this next session.
Yay.
Silence.
So I guess starting things off, I'm still kind of just sitting on the floor. I take off my perfectly clean gauntlets. Thank you, Fargo. And I want to lay on hands myself. I'll say 5 hit points back just so I'm good to walk again.
And I'm just taking a breather from, having basically knocked the air out of my breath from swinging across and
Yeah.
hitting the wall.
I'm doing great. I'm just chilling.
Because I was not going to go monkey climbing like some others did.
How are you feeling, Colmar?
I'll make it. Thanks for the help, by the way.
Can't go down on me. Who's going to protect me?
That's the question, isn't it? As Colmar slips his gauntlets back on and hobbles to his feet, actually kind of drawing a javelin to use as kind of a walking stick.
I think you have more to, or less to worry about being protected, considering the fact that you are mischievous and can do that changing person thing.
Well, I think that the fact that I like to play lots of jokes has not made me very many friends. I think you'd be surprised how much protecting I'm going to need.
You seem to have made it out pretty well this far. You don't seem exactly like you're young.
Well, yes, that is true. But I have a paladin now. So I could be a lot more mischievous.
That's exactly what that means.
I'm gonna walk up. I've got you, and I'm gonna put your arm, your other arm, under my shoulder, and I'm gonna try to or on top of my shoulder. I'm gonna try to help you walk.
Thanks.
Literally like a hand is just on my shoulder. It's like
This is doing so much. It's very helpful, thank you.
The way you could actually be helpful is if he used you as a walking stick.
But he hasn't tried to do that yet, so.
Actually, even that wouldn't be helpful. He's too short. Maybe if the top hat was connected to his head.
It's a load-bearing top hat.
I guess we better keep moving.
Yes. Who is leading us now down the hall?
I assumed I was taking charge going forward, even though my pace is, I'll say, slightly slowed from this.
Okay.
Like, not mechanically, just...
Yeah.
And I want to be close to him.
Him is in Kumar.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There we are.
I'm in the wall.
And every once in a while, I want to kind of glance back at Alana. Suspiciously.
Specifically suspicious.
Who is behind or?
I think I'm in the back.
Okay.
I'm kind of in the middle. Like that.
Pez Lana is in the back. You get it? You're a Pez? Pez Lana? No?
Yes, I get it. Oh, that was great.
I thought it was clever.
That was, no, it was.
Oh.
Sadly, I missed it the first time.
Peslana.
Yeah, I got it. I heard it after you were laughing about it.
Not sponsored by Pez, by the way.
True.
No.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Pez.
But we are always open.
Cashing checks from Pez.
Pez checks.
Okay, so we're walking down.
Yeah.
Alright. So y'all are continuing down this dark and dim hall. Y'all don't see much. Go ahead and everyone can make a perception check for me.
11.
11?
13.
11.
Oof.
That's bad.
6.
Not as bad as that, though.
So many oohs. 7.
Nobody perceived anything.
10.
10.
Wait.
13.
13.
Is this a 6 or a 9?
I'm gonna start tossing it.
It's
was
gotta
there
be
a line?
6 because it's right next to the 8.
Oh, the
Here's
6 is
last
right next to
one
the 8?
shot.
Is there a line under it?
Tossing it over
Nope.
that way, and I was getting
It's
much
a
better
6.
rolls.
That's
so weird.
They don't put the numbers right.
This is the one.
Should have a little marker.
It doesn't. That's weird.
I assume
This
it's
die-
the 6 because it's next to the 9. They don't usually
Oh, okay.
put them next to each other.
Then 7.
These are next to each other.
7.
7.
7. Highest was what? 13.
Yeah.
And you had an 11.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait,
So-
yours are different.
Y'all, Kolmar and Dane, y'all notice something just feels different about the hall, but you're not sure what it is.
Okay.
Which for my character, the other 7 because I'm still a little more focused.
So just a little off.
Yeah, just something feels a little off. You're not sure.
The 6 to
It's nothing alarming or anything, just feels different.
Okay.
Yeah. Good.
Different.
That's
So-
the distinction. Sorry. We
No,
got to
you're
figure
good,
it out.
You're good.
That was a 7.
I'm going to, y'all can keep talking, but I'm going to assume that y'all are walking as y'all talk and
Yes.
stuff. So, y'all continue walking. Is there anything else y'all are wanting to say to each other, or?
I mean, mine is gonna be pure chatter, so feel free to cut it off at any time.
Hello.
But
That's fine.
so I'm gonna
So-
start
oh, I
talking
will.
to Colmar.
So, Kolmar, I know you're from the island near here. How did you end up becoming a gladiator?
Well, Dad was pretty adamant that none of his kids go into the mining business on the island.
Is that what he was? A miner?
Yeah. My oldest brother, he became a goldsmith. He's still pretty close to home. My other older brother's in the Sindel Cavalry. And I decided that if I was gonna tear my body up with a dangerous job, I do it with something that got a bit of fame to it.
So you were a glory seeker.
I was.
Was? Not anymore?
I think what I do now is a little more purposeful, but
How so?
so this isn't actually my first crack at the whole traveling hero thing. I haven't done it much, but I did help out a fishing village to the south once a few months ago, I think. That's where I got the helmet, actually. Just drove a few bandits out and found it hanging from a old dead tree in an old battleground.
And was that the first time you had done something like that, or had you done other things before?
That was pretty much it.
Is that what drove you to seek helping others rather than glory?
Well, that was where I started out. Because actually, a lot of the arena gigs I've had were sort of not quite theater, but reenactment type things, where they'd cast me as some old hero, protector of the weak, and all. I thought I could do it myself. Here we are. Good or bad at it as I've turned out to be so far.
Well, at least you're trying at something.
Mm-hmm.
It seems a lot in this group of trying to figure out what they want to do, not knowing what it is that they... Well, I guess not having a purpose, as you say. I wish to be useful at that. Like a king or a queen, that they are not just to be protected by people, but they are to protect their people. And as a daughter of a nobleman, I know what it is to be protected, but I don't want to just be that.
Right.
It's hard, though. It may not seem it, but even us noble people, we're confined in a lot of ways. And I feel that me and my family are especially so.
And I'm just kind of look down, and occasionally you see me kind of glancing back.
So I know you've traveled for being a gladiator. Have you ever gone to the farther places? I'm trying to remember. I've been following your career, but have you gone across to the other kingdoms other than Sindo?
Oh, no. I've actually only really worked in Rantel.
I see. But this was your first time in our...
In the Pula Arena, yeah. A few of the more minor league, smaller arenas have been where I've made it so far.
Have you ever killed anybody?
Oh, I haven't, no. I think I've mentioned it before, we do have workplace accidents now and then, but we do try to keep it non-lethal as possible.
Have you ever had a workplace accident?
Nope.
Have any of you ever killed anybody before?
I have not.
What?
Any other question?
What was the question?
Have you killed someone?
No. Was that towards me?
It was to everybody.
everyone.
Oh.
Now, I have killed some pretty big fish while mining, so I wouldn't count that as anything special.
Mine underwater?
Yes, my family owns a underwater mining business.
Ah, okay.
What do you mine?
Metals. We mine for expensive metals to make alloys and other random stuff that they sell, and I don't. Yeah. My parents want me to take over the business someday, but I'm not too sure about it.
Why don't you want to take over the family business?
Well, I don't really like mining,
Oh,
so that's one of the reasons. And that's one reason why I'm on this vacation, which turns out now is not really a vacation. Thanks to you.
My fault. I was dragged into
You
this
said we
too.
could go find
I
the
was
fighters. Well, I guess we
told-
did.
You're welcome.
I was told that we could.
Well,
well,
now
I
I'm on this journey, so I guess I'll see where this takes us, or takes me, and hopefully I don't die.
Who knows? Maybe you'll find a purpose actually helping someone. Like Colmar did.
Good job.
He's just kind of still hobbling along, gives a thumbs up, not really even looking backwards. Just lets out a
So a few hours go by as y'all are walking, and y'all come to a turn in the tunnel.
Danger.
a ton in the tunnel.
Is it like we could go forward or
it just turns.
just
It just turns.
I just keep walking.
Make another perception check, everyone.
Wyatt? That's a bad idea.
It turns
Ah.
straight down.
Ah,
dang it?
I got 6.
I got a 6.
That's a natural 20.
I got
Nice. Nice. First
had
20
8.
of the day.
14.
I got one better than I did last.
So pretty much all of
Paladin.
you notice this, except for Bridget.
Yes.
That the floor is definitely slanted at a downward angle.
It was already doing that, wasn't it?
It's this is a thing that you didn't necessarily notice earlier, but now you're for sure. You are going down.
Down.
Down, down, down.
I thought you were about to start singing Goblin Town,
Down, down to Goblin Town.
but then I realized, it's yeah. Anyway,
Not sponsored.
do not own the
Not
rights to
sponsored.
either of those songs.
I'm dropping dice.
But yes, y'all are now at a downward slope.
Where'd it go?
Y'all can
Nice.
continue any talking or anything y'all might
Just
add.
between lights and lights.
Savannah, what is your character doing right now?
Well, I'm at the back of the line,
Thank you, sir.
so walking, I presume.
Rolling, rolling,
I
rolling.
would
Is there something
like-
you're doing or thinking about? Like, okay, you don't have. If it's personal, you don't have to say it out loud. But like, what is your? Is there anything else that your character would be doing other than just walking?
Well, I'm not engaging in conversation. I want to say I'm kind of not right with the group. I'm kind of like,
In the hole?
In the hole.
the hole's not there.
I would
We're
like
past that already,
to
I
have
hope.
started walking a little bit in front. now.
Okay.
Of everyone?
Yes. And with like my head's kind of down, and my hands, every once in a while, if I'm not holding them in front of me, you notice they're fidgeting a lot.
Okay. Virgo, what are you doing this time?
I'm trying to hold him up. So that's all of my strength and effort is just, yeah, trying to help him. So,
I think it would be
He wants
extremely
to keep
funny.
his
You don't have
paladin
to do
around.
this, but I think it'd be extremely funny if, like, I don't know if you have like a cloak or anything.
I have like a cape, yeah.
I would think it'd be funny if it's just being held up by an invisible servant.
I'm good with that. We can retcon.
Just
So you just hear, Larry! And then all of a sudden you just feel your cape is just...
The discount cloak of billowing.
but it's literally just like held up right there as if it's supposed to help you walk.
Love it.
Lightens the load a little.
Like, share the load. Thank you. I know you got that.
Potatoes.
No, that's a reference to something, but I can't remember.
He's poisoned you against me.
That one I
Recognize
recognize.
these lines. I recognize these lines.
There's a part of the Return of the King movie where... Oh, I'm not even going to bother with all that, never mind.
Anyway, so y'all are moving down. What is Dane doing right now?
I am walking and looking at my notes. Paper.
I'm assuming there's still light.
There
fire.
is for now. As far as you know, there are still
With torches.
I would like to.
Would you?
Jazz.
What do you want to do?
Sorry.
What do you want to do?
I would like to just keep my eyes on the walls if there's still
That would
any
hurt.
more.
I don't know why I snorted, but like
Sliding
Keep your eyes on
sliding
the
your
wall.
face.
Yeah.
Just all
No, she said her eyes, not her face.
popping
Just
out.
as you're walking,
Glass eyes.
your eyes are gonna have road rash, along with your backwards arms and your
From a
gloved
different domain.
hands.
You're getting the stink eye.
Moving on.
So
That was a lot.
you're wanting to just keep your eyes on the wall and stuff like that?
Just be aware of my surroundings.
Okay. Just give me an overall perception check.
Okay. I've not been rolling well with that dice.
Die. Or that one.
16.
16?
Hey, nice. Congrats on the new
What
dice.
languages do you know?
No, not. Where is it?
Should be improved, right? Under
Should be on your paper.
Or not,
Should be.
not proficiencies, but
Is that say language right there?
Yeah, there's on the...
Where?
That might be say ranger actually.
That?
Using the 2024 sheet, right?
Oh, I didn't write it down. Okay.
She doesn't speak any languages. She's been mute the
Not
whole
even.
time.
I just.
She's a telepath and we didn't
she's
know
been
it.
thinking, she's been saying stuff, but everyone just kind of accepted her not say anything.
I've just been.
We're like, I think she's communicating.
That's why some of my favorite races that I haven't gotten to use are the bug races, because they don't have, they can only speak to their kind
Oh,
verbally. They can't, they literally can't form the other languages, and so they are given an automatic ability to telepathically communicate with people.
That's cool.
the ones I think are interesting are the crow ones.
Oh, the Kinku?
Yeah, that can only
Kinku?
copy what they've heard before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it makes me think of the bumblebee or whatever it's called.
Right. Yep.
Okay. Common, Elvish, and Dwarvish.
Okay. You see a lot of scratches on the wall, and every now and then you feel like that might be legible. But you don't recognize any of the writings or markings. So,
Okay.
and since you are back away from everyone else, no one else notices you noticing this. So,
Yeah.
You don't know that I know.
Dun, dun, dun.
Only I know what I know.
and Colmar, what are you doing?
I mean, if we've been going on for, you said, like a few hours now, I think at this point I am to where I'm not limping anymore. Don't really need much help walking.
Yeah.
I just go ahead and put the javelin up. Keep my shield out.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So after a couple more hours of walking, y'all notice the ground seems to level out. So you're no longer on an obvious slope.
After how long of walking?
Just a couple more hours after the turn.
So it's been like 5 hours so far.
Y'all have been down here for a little bit.
We are in the depths.
Oh,
Pit of despair.
The fits of despair.
Okay.
And y'all have come to this little. I'll make some changes real quick. You look to your right, and there is a very small door. All of y'all can get through it, but the only person who really fits through it well and proportionally is Firgo.
Oh,
Everyone else
yeah.
can get in, but like it almost looks as if it's made for a smaller body side.
Can I do an
Where
investigation
did you
on
say
it?
you come in front of this?
It's to your right. There's still tunnel in front.
I
It's
wanna,
like a little.
I want to just keep walking past. Like, I'm not paying attention to anything.
Okay.
I'm in my own world.
And we all noticed this?
Can I investigate it?
Investigate the
door.
turn off. It's not a door. There's
Oh,
no
it's
door.
not a door.
There's a doorway.
Oh, okay.
No door. No door.
Is it like shaped like a human?
No, it is
This
not.
is my hole. It was made for me.
It's even got a tap.
Oh what?
Oh, what?
What? Never mind. We're just gonna move right past that one.
Funny.
Well, I thought so.
Thank you.
We knew what you were trying to say.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
honestly,
it
the
just
dude
looks
for
like a
me
mini
said it
arched
wrong, so
doorway.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would it be better to roll investigation or perception to see what anything interesting about it?
Investigation.
You could go in.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
You-
Is there a light in there?
You said you
What?
Is there a light in there?
you kept walking, right?
Yeah, I did.
I say we
I
send
got
the
my
one that
glowy
fits.
thing.
Okay.
I got-
I guess, yeah. Noticing it, I would stop and say, Bridget, hold on. We need to check this out. And then you can do whatever you wanted to do. But
I just keep walking.
I was
Like,
a
I
ladder.
didn't hear you. Oh, what? Why are we stopping?
Point at the doorway.
I have my little
That's
glowing
interesting.
cup,
And
and I would
kinda
like to
walk
go
back.
in.
Okay. So you go in first.
Yeah.
Gets
Yeah.
eaten by a
and
large
I will
rat.
follow him. I'll go right behind him.
Rodents of
Alrighty.
unusual size? I don't believe they exist.
So I do a perception or an investigation once I'm in it.
So you go inside, and
I like how Wyatt asked a question. Ty's like, "You could go in." It's just like
I realized I haven't I had this all in this room in my head and not actually drawn out. So I'm like, oh wait, I need to put this
shameful.
somewhere.
So yeah, lesson to you. Not everything has to be a dice roll. You can just choose to do things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then the DM will tell you if you need a roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm smart.
The rolls are for when
Yeah.
it's left up to chance. Other than that, if you don't need chance, then you can just do the thing.
Like a backflip.
Do the thing.
Like a. You might need chance on a backflip. I don't know.
Yeah, that might be an acrobatics check.
Yeah.
Might.
Definitely for me.
Not if I pull one out right now.
What?
I can't do a backflip.
Especially
Alright.
not from a sitting position in the combined
So you
area.
walk in,
Now I'm gonna learn just because you said
and
that. Sorry.
in the middle of this, I want to say it's not a very large room. It's about 20 by 20 feet. So y'all can fit in there, but it's kind of small. Not made for people of y'all size. Y'all are in there, and you're in there, and you see this mound or this cylinder that comes up out of the ground. This cylinder-shaped stone, but it kind of flares out at the bottom, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it almost looks like it was mounded up, and then once it gets to the point where it's going straight up, it's like perfectly
Cylindrical.
cylinder.
Something definitely needs to be said on that.
And then, on top of it, appears to be a half of sphere.
Connected to it?
You're not in there.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you're not in there. Stop it.
I'm waiting to see if Wyatt asks the same question.
Is it connected to
Whenever you, upon closer look, yes, it is. You do see a line across the center of it, though.
across the center of it? Like the sphere?
Yes.
Like
across
cutting the sphere into a quarter?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a giant ladybug.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now,
No.
who else? Is anyone else going in the room?
Well, I went. Yeah, I followed right
He's
behind
right
him.
behind me.
So
So, what else? Also, you'll see in there whenever you go in there. You notice on the walls are on each side. So this is kind of a squarish room. There's a little deviation in some of the walls, but on the wall straight in front of you, there's like a jewel right there, and you are carrying a light, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a jewel right there. You look around the other walls, there's another jewel right in the middle of the wall to the left, and another jewel in the middle of the wall to the right. And if you look behind you, there's one there as well.
oh, very pretty.
What kind of jewels are they?
I'm gonna cast Mage
Kind of
Hand.
jewels.
You would
are
have to
they?
look a lot closer.
I'm gonna go in.
So you go in.
Seeing the
Yeah.
one right in front of me, I'm gonna cast Mage Hands.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna try to yank the jewel off the wall.
You would. Sorry.
Okay. Your mage hand only has 10 pounds of pressure.
Yeah.
So your mage hand grabs onto it
Kind of wiggles.
and it starts glowing. Do you continue trying to pull it off?
Oh yeah. Now I'm like really trying to just
Now
yank
he
that.
rolls.
You try to pull it off. It doesn't budge.
I would like to investigate one of the crystals on the wall.
One of the jewels on the wall?
Yeah, the jewels.
Which
Are
one do
you
you go up
alright
to?
in
The one right here.
Can you just like mark on there all four?
Where's the marker?
It's over there.
And give me a door as well.
Door.
20 by 20 room.
Can you erase the... Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's old and worn.
You said 20 by 20?
Yep, 20 by 20.
Jewel.
Okay. And where's the door again?
Right here.
Preston,
All right, thank you.
Preston,
All right.
you need to cut your hair just so you don't have so much shadow over your face.
All right. So
Yeah.
you're going to the one on the. Which one did you go to?
I went to this one.
All right, you went to that one.
I'm actually.
And
like,
what do you
right
do
in front of that
to
one.
investigate it?
Take out like a magnifying glass and look at it and
Okay.
stuff with my light
Roll an
next
investigation.
to it. Actually,
No.
15.
15. You look very closely at it, and you see this is a very fine cut piece of jewel.
It's cut.
Although you do not recognize it, even with your mining experience.
What about a history check?
Give me a history check.
So
Okay.
I did call out to them just to see if they're okay.
16.
That's up to them if they're.
Oh, you did?
Oh.
When?
It has been
Apparently,
like 5
they
minutes
did
ago.
not hear
Oh.
you, so you don't
Yeah,
do anything.
we did not hear you.
Are you all right in there?
Oh,
you
never
roll, Mike?
better. They've got treasure on the wall.
16.
Treasure in the walls.
Oh yes. Come on in.
You. There's
So
nothing in your history
I
books about
decide
these.
to. You haven't gone in, right?
But I will
color?
say you do notice there's something magical about it.
What color is it?
I was kind of posted up at the side of the door with my
What
shield.
color is your light?
Okay.
Amber.
It
Alright,
gives
well,
off that color.
I guess I'll go in.
Okay.
And I guess I'll be the last one in.
I guess I'll
Are we all
turn.
in?
I crawl in.
I'll turn to them and is it still glowing? that gem that I tried to like, or did it
Is
glow?
your
and
mage
then,
hand still on it?
Yes,
Yes,
it's
it's
still
still glowing.
glowing. Okay, so I'll stop and I'll turn to them and I'll say, I think there's some magic in this room. I'm going to try and see if I can detect it. And then I'm gonna go sit in a corner, and I'm going to pull out my book and I'm gonna cast Detect Magic, which takes me
As a ritual.
yeah.
Okay.
So and it takes me 10 minutes
Yeah.
to cast that.
All right. So
that's what
while
I'm
you're
doing.
doing that,
It may not be safe.
You said this is just a closed off room, or no?
yes, there's no outlet through this room except the door that y'all came in.
It may not be safe to be in such a closed up space if there's a bunch of magic in it.
Why would you say that? Can I talk over properly?
I would say if you're
No.
trying to do a ritual, I would say you'd
No.
have to be pretty.
Yeah.
You'd have to be doing your ritual.
Makes sense. Never mind. I don't say anything.
What are you doing?
Looking around. I want to look at one of the gyms.
Which one are you
stones.
going to?
I guess the one that nobody's at.
All right. So you're at it. What do you do?
Wyatt already tried to figure out what it was, so I have a feeling I won't know.
You never know.
Wyatt didn't do everything.
Investigate?
He
I
did
don't-
do that.
I don't remember what he did.
He did investigation and history. We know they're magical, but I don't think anyone's rolled Arcana yet.
So he tried to pull on it. Can I try to push on it?
What's
Yeah,
Arcana do?
you can. So you
Oh,
so you put your hand on it and it glows. It does not move.
Okay.
Are you able? Wait, how high are these?
They're not. It's not terribly high. It's like
Oh,
you
You
put it
probably
up like
couldn't
right
reach it.
here.
yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So I still would have
He's
needed
using
the
mage hand.
Oh yeah, that's true. I was like, there's no way.
I did send you a message on Discord.
What shape is the
Diamond.
So as I do
Bright
want.
like a diamond.
Guess I'm gonna do
What if we all
an
press it at the same
Arcana
time?
check.
I can't. I'm busy.
Never mind. That was terrible.
Do you suggest, do you suggest
Oh yeah,
that
your
in
mage
character?
hand isn't touching it anymore.
Right. Yeah.
There are
more than-
just you.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's 4 others for the 4 other jewels. If y'all wanted to do that.
4 other jewels. I obviously was not paying attention to the description.
So
There
I
are-
asked the question.
I said, what if we all touch one? Yeah.
I have a pretty
At the same time.
pretty high Arcana modifier.
How many jewels are there?
4.
Um,
I would be like
am
in
like
this corner.
starting to inch back towards that opening. Like,
I'm trying to decide if I would also touch one of the thingies.
So far, nothing has happened except for them starting to glow whenever they're touched. And y'all would have noticed that as soon as his mage hand left the jewel, it just faded.
Alright. Guess I'm gonna go ahead and put a hand on this one then.
All right, so there are now 2 glowing right now.
I'm still investigating this one. Would that still make it glow?
Are you touching it?
Maybe. How big is it? Oh, probably, because if I was holding the light, like, I'd probably be putting my hands
Okay, so
on
if you're
it and
touching it, it's glowing.
Okay.
you're like burning your eye.
One more. I need to harmonize when you do it.
That was so bad.
I'm not touching.
You're not gonna touch one?
one.
Oh!
I mean,
You can always stop your ritual if you want.
I mean, it's
Or we could
so-
just stand here for 10 minutes. My arm's getting tired.
I mean,
Or y'all just wait the 10 minutes and then restart.
I guess I would
mean, if
not be paying
y'all-
attention.
Yeah.
yeah, you
I'm
probably.
viewing it as like I'm really concentrating, I guess, on the ritual. So
Yeah, so
Not
I mean,
Y'all
really.
can talk to
I'll
her
say
in
something.
character and ask her to do it.
So, it seems these gems seem to be magical. Whenever someone puts their hand on it, it glows. And I was thinking, since there's 4 of them, what if we all just made it glow and see what would happen?
Wait, you want me to touch one of those things?
Well, he's doing something, so you're the last one.
So I walk over to the final gym. I don't know where it's at.
It's right above you, actually.
It's right behind you.
And it's the closest one to the door, so you can be the first one out if something does go wrong.
There you
So
go.
I just turn around towards it and, like, touch.
All right, so you touch it. All four, as soon as you lay your hand on it, they start glowing brighter.
Well, that was an easy puzzle.
Brighter. And then lights shoot from them and are all now beaming on the pedestal in the middle.
As soon as the beam hit, I scream,
Mhm.
ah! And
You do
pull
that?
my hand away.
You do that, it continues.
Yeah.
What has been activated is activated.
Well, I'm gonna take my hand off now and just kind of be like,
So you'll watch as this center
Taking
pedestal, there's a slight,
Oh yeah, I am like
There's a
crouching
slight-
down, ready to get out of that.
there is a slight rumble to the ground, and as you see on the crack of the sphere, as it just goes, dust comes out and just starts as it opens up.
this is either gonna be really
Waiting.
good or really bad.
Dear Adam, please keep us safe.
And you'll see
He has a thingy.
this thing
He has a thingy.
right in
Whoa.
the middle.
It's a Rubik's Cube.
You see that
Our room is not big
now
enough.
is opened up,
It
or
has,
now inside of this sphere.
is the shaking stop?
Yes, as soon as the half sphere went down and opened up,
How about the lights?
there's a faint glow to them, but it's slowly dimming.
Okay, so in that case, once I see everything's kind of settled down, I start moving towards the weird Rubik's Cube thing. And
I'm just letting y'all know, I have had this piece since before we started this campaign, knowing that I was going to use it.
And I want
I
to
said-
like investigate it, but no touching it.
Okay. So roll an investigation.
While she's doing that, I would like to
Get
walk
away
over
from
and
this
just
stupid thing. Let me see.
How,
Yeah, it's like a 4.
and obviously my character doesn't know this, but like how big is that? Is it like a massive cube, or is it just
So
a palm? You can
it's
palm it.
it's that size to Colmar.
Okay.
So it would be technically to your size a little bit bigger.
Like, yeah.
So not
Okay.
not anything giant or
Right.
uncumbersome. Just like,
It's bigger.
where he holds it like this, you hold it like that.
Yeah.
Are
Okay.
you still doing your ritual though?
I think so. I haven't noticed. How much time has gone by since I started the ritual?
Not much.
Okay. I'm still doing the ritual.
Are you going to continue doing the ritual?
I mean, I haven't noticed anything, so.
You would have noticed the ground shaking and the lights.
Oh, I guess so. I guess, yeah, having noticed that, then I get up and say, oh, there's magic, and then look up and then see what you are doing, and be like, oh. And then I guess I'd walk over to stand behind Colmar.
Okay.
So, anyway, yeah, I guess I'm not doing the
You
ritual
said you
anymore.
rolled a 4?
Yeah. Sorry, that was supposed to be for, like, I wanted to do like a history check, like if I recognize anything.
So,
Keep in mind, you do also still have heroic inspiration.
that is true.
Hers
you
does.
already moved on to your next roll,
That's
though.
true, but good reminder.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You have that for later.
Yes, yes. I keep forgetting about it. Thank you.
You can't use because you already rolled for this next roll.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then we're not going to go back. So go for your investigation. You see what it is. It's a cube.
It's a cube.
It's a black and gold cube sitting in the middle of a pedestal, obviously locked up, obviously somewhat important.
Right.
So,
So I was now just rolled for like a history. I got a 17.
the 17 for history. You don't really recognize anything on this,
Okay.
except every now and then you see what you recognize as possibly gnomish. But it doesn't look like you're just noticing. You can't make out any words or anything unless you read gnome.
No, I know Elvish.
Not gnomish. Okay,
Can I investigate?
Elvish, not
you do
gnomish.
know gnomish.
Yeah, I do. Right?
I was like, you do
Like-
know. I saw you looking. I was like,
I was
you
like,
know.
surely I have that.
I think there's Gnomish written on here. I'm not sure. I don't know the tongue. But it seems like it might be.
Oh, interesting. And I'm gonna walk up, and I'm gonna touch it.
I can't. I literally.
Are you gonna touch it or are you gonna pick it up?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to pick it up.
Okay, you pick it up.
Oh, all
I
right.
step
You
back.
can pick it up. You can. Pick
Oh,
it up.
I'm picking it up. Yeah.
I step back as soon as.
This
he
is the
says
whole
it.
point of the prop. You get to be
Oh,
in there.
Rob. All right.
So you pick it up.
Yeah.
Does anything?
Nothing
Nothing
happens.
happens.
I
Okay,
guess-
So I step back towards him again because I definitely stepped away.
You
Yeah. Turn it
Read
over
them.
to try to read the.
so you don't see any coherent words on there, but you do see like signs in Elvish. Give me a history check. This is gonna be.
Wait, signs in Elvish? You mean Gnomish?
Sorry, I'm in Gnomish. My bad. Thank you.
Sorry, I thought this cube was doing something strange.
No.
I rolled a 5.
It only speaks a language that the person looking at it doesn't.
Doesn't know.
Wild.
No,
So
legit.
you
That's what I
cast
thought was
That'd be
happening.
cool.
You cast
idea.
comprehend language on yourself. It just goes.
Trying to keep
breaks.
Am I able to roll Arcana? Or
up.
So I rolled a
for it?
5.
A 5.
You can.
Do it.
I don't.
You recognize a bunch of gnomish letters,
Mm.
but you do notice that there are no words on it. But there are gnomish symbols symbolizing something that you didn't figure out.
As symbols tend to do, they tend to symbolize things.
Exactly. Maybe after studying it longer, you might be able to figure it out, but
Yeah.
not after rolling that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll just say, yes, it's gnomish, but it's got lots of symbols I don't recognize.
Interesting.
Why?
Did I just
Yeah.
figure something out that
Did you? Did you?
oh,
That's okay.
If you're
So-
moving it around.
I rolled something for Arcana.
if I'm just investigating?
That's crazy, bro.
Wow. Why
Hey, stuff
did
happens.
Arcana
Stuff
check?
happens.
So, Fergo's doing this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Firgo is just messing with it, and
Yeah.
you hear a
Oh,
and it comes open.
oh, there's a note in it.
Tie.
Oh,
Why?
I don't read gnomish, so I don't know what that says.
If you want to show everyone, you don't have to show anyone if you don't want to, but
Yeah, no, I would turn around and say, it's got a note in it. Is this gnomish?
Interesting.
No,
yes, it is.
What does it say?
I don't
You
know.
know what Gnomish says.
Oh, okay, cool.
What does it say?
That's awesome. Oh, it says, only my sight will open.
Only what?
Only my sight will open.
Only my sight will open?
Yes,
As in eyes sight?
yes.
Can I hold my hand out for the cube?
Then I will take it. This, what is this made of? Oh, metal. Is it like shiny?
It's very shiny.
Oh, so I would take it and I would put it right in my pocket.
Oh, come on, let me see it. I'll
Say-
give it back. Come on.
So what I'm
Benzo.
gonna do,
I thought we were friends.
I'm gonna take it. I want to cast Mage Hand on it, and I'm gonna hold it in front of her, just outside of her reach.
Fergo, we're friends, and I'm being honest. I'll give it back to you.
Looks at you. Can I do an insight check on her?
Sure. Now you
Suspicious.
So roll an insight, and then are you trying to deceive him?
No.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Then do a
Persuasion.
you know,
He did get it.
yeah, persuasion. A persuasion. He did roll a natural 20, but he did it for insight,
Yeah.
and so
Is that a 6?
Just trying to figure out if she's really telling the truth.
11.
11. She is definitely trying to tell the truth. She's telling the truth. She'll get it back.
Okay. Then, in that case, the mage hand will hand it to you.
Thank you. Kind of heavy.
Do you know what it's made of?
I don't really know anything about metals, do you?
I might know some.
Obviously, you know some metals.
Hey!
I'll make sure he gives it back, I promise.
I'll get you open this.
You have to push it.
Come on, metal man.
One of the things.
There.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I roll a what would be good? Investigation
Yes, you can.
Did you want to do the
to
Arcana?
see what
Can I keep
metals.
this?
Yes,
Or-
you may. You may
or
keep it.
actually-
I'm gonna write the.
You got
I did.
I
Roll,
tried to make it look weathered as possible
Yeah.
with notebook paper.
You did a good job.
I did roll a
You tried.
dirty 20 for the Arcana on it like 2 minutes ago, and I asked you if
On
I
that?
could. Yeah.
Oh, there's no magic in it.
Can I roll an investigation?
Yes, you may.
No.
Nat 20
Nat 20.
Natural 20.
Making it a
to see
20.
what it's made of.
You have never seen this type of contraption before. It is definitely a puzzle / safe
Do you know what
box.
it's made of?
That's what he wanted.
It is made out of a mixture of metals, obviously gold,
Okay.
and some form of iron and stuff like that.
Wait,
There's-
you can put it back different ways.
Oh, that's cool. Can you?
Yeah.
You take it apart?
As long as it's each face.
Is that a
or-
clue?
I mean, probably not, but. Interesting.
That's pretty cool. Cube.
You imagine that it's only be able to be opened by the person who it might have been intended for, or a type of people it might have been intended for.
As she
Okay.
opens it again. Sorry.
Initially, it's been opened. Y'all know how it.
That's fair.
Y'all saw him open it, and so it would have been like, oh, that's how you open it.
What did the note say again?
It says-
Only,
yeah.
only my sight will
Open.
Yeah.
Ah, two of the sides are the same. So each opposite face is the same as the other. There you go, Fairby.
Thank you.
There you go.
I will say that was really nice on how you figured it out.
Oh yeah, dude. I was like, why are these? Because you could see the lines through it, and I was like, man, this is interesting. Why does it do that? And then I just happened to accidentally.
I saw it when it happened. I don't think anyone else noticed, but
I heard it.
I heard it, and I saw you like.
Yeah. He was like, oops.
Very nice.
He's like, broke it.
There's a stand for it too.
Oh sweet, I get to stand.
You were sitting.
So I put it in my pocket.
Okay.
Be quiet.
I liked it.
Thank you.
And then I'll say, well, I guess there's no reason for these to stay. And then I'm gonna use my mage hand to try to pull the gem off the wall.
Again.
And so you just see, I'm like doing this, and the mage hand is just like trying to yank that thing off
You
the wall.
may give me an attack roll with your mage
Okay.
hand with a -10.
Ooh. You better roll high.
I rolled an 8, so
So you said the
-2.
cube came out of
I guess it would have been 11 if you add mine.
The cube came out of the pedestal.
In
Yeah.
A half.
Sphere.
I guess that
Sphere.
was just stone, basically, like encased
You
in
can't see
stone.
the sphere anymore.
Ah.
It went like
So-
down into the.
So it was a
Into the
hemisphere that opened from two halves, almost like an eyelid.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Oh.
I
Yeah, I read your description totally wrong. I mean, I listened to it totally.
I was about to say you didn't read a single bit of it.
But then, I mean, this is kind of metagaming. I know Colmar wouldn't think of this, but obviously the hint isn't to the puzzle we solved to find the hint.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Right,
what I
yeah.
was thinking.
But it just makes sense.
So you said the I noticed that the gym had the same type of glow that my amber gym things have as well, right? You said it was like similar.
It is similar.
Okay. Then
Very similar.
I
would
have
imagine-
a light hammer. Yeah, I believe. And I would like to try to crack one off with it.
Okay.
So
I don't see why that would be impossible to do. It'd take you a little bit, but you'd be able to get one off the wall.
okay. So I just have a random magic crystal now.
Can I have one?
The one who was so scared just to even touch these things earlier is now.
I guess I'll
Nothing bad happened.
I guess
Yes.
I'll
She has
spend a
FOMO.
little bit of time and break another one off.
I would like one too. My mage hand doesn't seem to be working.
I will say it'll take a little bit of time, so y'all might want to be doing something productive while y'all are here doing that. A short rest or long rest or something like that.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
I would like. Yeah, I'd like to rest. At some point.
I do
Those of you at
so.
home, it is okay to tell your players to take a rest if they sometimes forget that that's an option.
I'm going to do so, but I'm going to do it outside in the hallway where I can kind of function as a sentry.
You're gonna nap in the danger.
Do you want to be like in the doorway or just outside or just off to the side of it?
Just off to the side.
Okay.
Just kind of sitting, leaning against the wall, cracking open some like dry rations.
Okay. Alrighty. It is a little bit more visible in the hallway because of the lanterns. The only light source as of now is the light source from Dane's stone.
Thingy.
In the room.
So while he's doing that for me, I'm gonna step out into the hall and talk to
Is this a long
my
rest or a
paladin
short
friend.
rest?
Whichever one y'all want to take.
Are we doing a long rest or a short rest?
Do you think?
I'm taking a short rest.
Yeah.
That's better.
I was thinking short rest.
Omar, would you be willing to teach me how to use a sword? I've used it some whenever I'm on my father's ships, but most of the crew don't really have time to help me.
Sure thing. I mean, if we're trying to take a rest, we can't get too into training, but
Show me some basics.
right. Do keep in mind I only have axes on me, but a lot of the skills will translate over.
All right. And I pull out my sword.
So after taking a bit of food, I get back to my feet, kind of show her a good fighting stance, some good guards,
Okay.
and drilling a few guards and a few using a rapier, right?
Yes.
So I guess showing you a few cuts, even though it is more of a thrusting weapon.
And so I just practice those. Not too hard
Okay.
or anything, just a little.
Dane, I'm assuming you are taking gyms.
Yes. I will go ahead and take all of them, but I will give one to both of them.
One to each.
Yeah, so I'll have two.
Okay. One for you, two for me. One for you, two for me.
Hey, no one said I couldn't. So.
Thank you, Dane.
Alana, what are you doing?
Is there anything else in the room? That's it?
As far as you know, there's just that pedestal in the center.
Well,
Now
as far as I
empty.
know, can I look some more? Just to look around and
What are you
see?
looking for?
I don't know. Anything that might be there?
Give me a perception check.
So while we're doing that, I'm going to use my arcane recovery charge to recover a level 2 spell
I
slot.
perceive
I don't know if I need to
nothing.
tell you that.
Cool. What was it?
Crit.
Crit.
Crit fail?
Yeah.
You-
First
that was
one of
a
the
nat
day.
one.
We've now
4
had
total.
She trips.
You don't notice anything else. As Dane's pulling them out, you see holes in the wall now that are now there.
To be expected.
You do find chips of the gem that have supposedly like chipped off from whenever he was pulling it off. So you found like seven chips size, about this big, of the gems.
Can I take them?
Yes, ma'am.
And don't forget, wait, you just have chips. They have the full gems.
Aside from their chips.
Do those chips glow when she touches them?
No. They're not glowing now when they do touching it.
Ah, okay.
Probably has to be reset.
So only when they're
Now it can't because somebody broke it.
glowing, as far as we can
They
tell.
were not glowing whenever he was taking them out.
Ah, okay.
I figured that.
So that
since you
would
didn't
make
tell me.
it, then
So-
that would make it more likely for me to want one then. They're not seeming to be magical all that much anymore.
Did you want to just take a picture of what I have written down, or are you writing it?
Oh, it's okay. I'm typing it into my notes
Oh, okay.
here, and I wrote it down on the back of this thing too. So,
Cool.
thank you though.
Well, I'm gonna exit the room then.
All right. Is that all you're wanting to do?
Yeah.
Okay, dokie. Kolmar, and you're training. Dane, you're picking. Everyone give yourself the benefits of a short rest, if that's what y'all want to do. If y'all want to take a long rest, that's okay too. Whichever one y'all want to do.
Well, I guess it depends on how long it takes him, right?
And your
Because if it's hours worth, then it would be a long rest, right? Because I forget how long rests are. 8 hours or something?
At least 8 hours.
Yeah. So if it takes him 8 hours to do it, okay, fine. But otherwise, I would rather leave as soon as he's done.
I'd say it'd probably only take me like an hour or so.
Yeah, a short rest is usually anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours is what I would say.
Yeah.
So in addition to the training time, then I would have time also to use musician to give the only one that doesn't have heroic inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And to actually sit down, rest. This would also give you enough time to sit down and rest in between stones. Alana, read a book or something, I don't know. Let's not do that ever again.
So whenever you come out into the hall, where do you go?
Leave you in the
Can you put me out in the hall there?
I can. Yes, you can.
I don't know. I'll just sit
I
right
did.
there.
You want to see that?
Okay. And so I want to be turned towards you. Like,
Well, that's
I'm
terrifying.
doing what he's telling me to do, but as soon as you come out, like, I'm keeping an eye on you, so.
You are too suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be
Y'all are on the same wave.
So I guess after we've finished the short rest.
What are y'all's rations state like?
I don't know if I've got it written down,
Me either.
but I assume I haven't been using rations
Right.
during just
Exactly.
normal around the city.
Exactly. I would assume that for all of y'all.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know that I would have any.
We had that basket.
Had.
We
I think we
had
lost
the
it somewhere.
basket, but I don't know that.
Yeah, they dropped it.
Yeah, I think it got dropped on the way.
And I don't know if anybody picked it up actually.
Larry.
Larry.
Well, when Larry went away, I picked it up, just
Oh,
got a
okay.
piece of cheese out of it. I don't know if we
Well,
left
but
it
I
at
don't
the
think we ever
time.
mentioned it after that.
You grabbed the cheese. We just left the basket on the
Well,
ground.
well, I think we were carrying
Larry
it, and
wasn't
then we
there.
got into a fight, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
think we
Oh, okay.
never picked it up again.
Got lost in battle.
Mm.
We had
MIA.
other things on our mind.
Sometimes they come in your packs that go on your starting
yeah,
sheet
sure.
whenever you make it.
They-
So I would check your.
No, I do have them technically.
You do
I was
have
just
rations?
curious, like, would I actually have
You
them?
can have the rations.
Okay. 'Cause, I mean, I wouldn't mind saying I went without food.
Mm. How many rations do you have? I know you said you used one, or at least part of one.
I think most packs come with 10 days of rations. I'd have to double check the
Okay,
numbers.
what is this? It says 20 pounds, and then it says 10, and then it says 5.
I don't have
What
rations.
is that? Why does it have a... It's like in 3 lines. 20 pounds, and then it says 10 and 5.
You looking at rations?
Yeah.
It might be well, 20 pounds is obviously weight. Might be quantity and then cost.
Because it doesn't say what those are, so I'm just curious. So yeah, maybe like 5 gold for 10 rations.
I guess.
I keep realizing I don't have to look at or ask y'all stuff. I can just look at y'all's character sheets.
Yeah, mine doesn't. I may not have
It doesn't
chosen
let you
one of the
actually
ones
keep
that
them updated,
actually
I'm gonna starve too.
gave
It's
me
okay.
rations.
We'll both starve.
Well,
I got no food.
I think
Yeah, 20 pounds.
I have a few
your
different bags
stomach
on me,
more?
so
Does
I
your
guess I
stomach
need to
grow
figure
more?
that out with you later, how much food I would have.
How long has it been?
Yeah, 10 is quantity.
It's been hours at this point. How many hours has it been at this
Cost.
point?
You are right.
well,
20
we've been
pounds,
walking 5 hours
quantity,
in this session.
and then cost.
Yeah, so
How
it's
long
been...
have we been in the catacombs?
Make a history check.
Oh yeah. Check that history, girl.
Shoot.
Somehow
in
it's
my
been
shoe.
like 8 years.
8. I'm sorry, 9.
It's been 9 hours.
That was-
Just kidding.
I too have been rolling
Rolls a
poorly.
d20. It's been 20.
I have no
I
idea
do
where
it.
that went.
I got it. I too have been dropping dice.
It's y'all have been down here for a while. Y'all have been walking for miles.
I knew that.
So it's definitely been
Been at least 10 hours or
it's
more.
been hours. Like you definitely know it's probably trying to remember what time of day y'all went down there. Y'all met in the morning,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was probably
and then ran away. So
afternoon, whenever
it's
we-
definitely at least evening time by now.
So, yeah, I sit down after I practice some. I sit down to eat, probably around, like, at the opposite wall, but close to Colmar, watching her. But I'm trying not to necessarily look like I'm watching her. I just glance at her occasionally.
Make a perception check.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's gonna be bad.
Stealth
Yeah, stealth.
or performance. Either way.
15.
I think stealth. is probably the best.
Stealth. 7 if it's stealth. If it's performance, it's 10.
I'm gonna go with stealth because you're trying to do it sneakily,
Okay,
and you're not
so 7.
sleight of hand. What was it?
15.
15. Every now and then you notice Bridget just
Glancing.
giving you glances,
Side eye.
Bombastic.
but you can tell every time you look back, it's a quick.
Interesting.
So
Does your stomach rumble?
I don't know, maybe.
I'm very curious if you're showing obvious signs of I'm hungry. That is basically what I'm asking
Oh. I would say probably not.
She's a ranger. She's too cool to show weakness.
Yeah.
you. Okay.
all right, so your long rest. I'm sorry, your short rest is coming to an end.
How about
What would y'all like to do now?
because you said you don't have any
I want to be
rations, right?
snacking on some
I would
food
have, but
from my bag.
You would have done that throughout your
Oh.
short rest.
Well,
This is-
Are you showing signs of actually hunger?
yeah, I think I probably would have at this point.
Because
Or
I don't
just-
think y'all have eaten except for in the bar that morning.
Yeah, I probably would have tried to steal some nuts from Dane over there.
Oh,
doesn't
I
even
wanna
bother
see that.
asking, just
Are
go
y'all in
straight
the-
to thievery.
Are y'all in the hall now, or are y'all still?
Well, I'm still in here. I assume he is, right? Because he.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would just kind of go right here and And
These little grubby fingers all in your.
I want to, yeah, I'll just do like with mage hands, and I'll just try and like have my mage hands be real sneaky over there to.
It's like
Get
snaking
some out.
across the foot.
Yeah,
Whose pack?
he's eating.
Dane's?
You're
Oh,
eating
okay.
like nuts or whatever.
So roll a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Perception.
Perception.
Dirty 20.
I forgot what my modifier is.
I'm about to be eaten.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely not more than that. So.
Yeah, natural 9's not gonna make it.
Unless for some reason you have like a plus 10.
Yeah, I have that would be 13.
13. All right. So you successfully. What do you have in your pack? What would you say you have?
Maybe some dried fruits, some seaweed, maybe some fish, dried fish.
I would say for a dirty 20, what do you think you should have gotten for a dirty 20?
Smoked fish.
I would just say enough for like one okay meal, like maybe one like, you know, I'm hungry and then I eat and then I'm satisfied. Yeah.
Okay. So
Withdraws a whole ribeye steak he doesn't even know he has.
Where did that come
he watches it but doesn't know it was his.
from? You smuggled it into my bag at the
And smuggled it back out. Anyway, so you were able to do that. If you can, take off half a ration.
I don't think you could do half.
I don't think so either. Take off one because you're snacking on one.
I didn't actually have any rations.
He doesn't have any rations either, so
I didn't know that was a thing, honestly.
We're all supposed to have them.
They
Well,
should
it
have come in
depends on
your
if
stuff.
they choose
Well,
just
it
the
didn't.
gold, or
Yeah.
if
Oh,
they
did you choose the gold or did you choose the pack?
in your
I
starter
chose
pack?
gold. I don't remember.
That's probably why you had like 60 gold to bet on the first fight.
That makes sense.
I did choose a backpack, but it's not like a traveler's pack where it was just a backpack. So there's like a book, ink pen, lamp, oil,
How
parchment,
much,
and a tinderbox.
would I have of rations?
So-
And then
I
you
don't
chose
have
gold
any.
for the other one?
Yeah, you don't have rations. You don't
So
have
you
any.
chose the wrong one, my friend.
How many rations would I have?
I stole the.
Give
I
yourself
chose the wrong
five.
person to steal from.
5 rations.
I bet he doesn't have any rations, and whenever he does the
I
mage
just take
hand,
all
like,
of his rations.
nothing comes out. Like,
Nah, I'm gonna be fair. Y'all would have had. He's a traveling person. He would have had rations on him. So
Would
you can
I?
give yourself about like,
I put 5.
yeah, you can give yourself 5 rations.
she would like to know if she would have rations.
I got you rations
also
she
what
by
did
I-
also
stealing
not
from you.
grab the rations option.
I
Look
would
at
say
that. Teamwork.
you were able, since you did have the basket. You
She's talking
probably
about-
She's asking for Savannah.
Savannah.
Yeah, because
You're traveling,
Savannah,
so I would say you would have at least 5.
Awesome.
Yeah, Savannah also did not pick the right one.
That's okay.
I remember not picking the gold though.
Maybe you didn't pick anything.
Sometimes D&D Beyond's a little weird, and it doesn't give you the inventory stuff at the very end.
Yeah.
So,
Unless you pick on it specifically.
well, like, if you click on it and then hit next, it doesn't register. You have to hit add
Is it
inventory.
Yeah.
Is it in inventory?
Yes.
Would be,
Yeah.
yeah.
Manage inventory.
Yeah, if you
Or
did it-
equipment.
If you didn't put add
Push add equipment,
inventory
and you should be able to look up rations.
We're saying that the rest is coming to a
Ions.
close though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Is the term
Is it
rations?
rations one
Yeah.
day or rations?
That's
One
a-
day.
That's legacy, so it
Well-
doesn't really matter.
I mean, just pick anything for now.
Okay. Love that.
All right. In this case,
Let's go.
well, I guess I'll walk out after eating Wyatt's food, Dane's food, and I'll stand right here and walk up to them two and say, "All right, are we ready to go?"
I'm
Right.
ready.
Ready if everyone else is.
I walk out the door and I'm like, where did my peanuts go? Anybody seen those?
And then you just see him like, I was just like, well, like, kind of hide. Hide over there.
There's a bush. You see a bush in the corner of your eye.
I just wave it off and then.
Yes, perfect.
That's great.
There's still lamps. I mean torches, right, in this hallway. Yeah.
As far as you can see.
Okay, I'll just put my little glowy thing in my pocket or something.
What does the note say?
I wonder
Well,
if
sorry about that.
I hope that's not
I wonder if you are hearing that. Some thievery going on. Not really.
What does the note say?
Musical cars.
I was just seeing if it was mine.
What was it?
What does the note say?
Was it yours?
Only my sight
Um,
will open.
Was
Yeah.
there something
Only my sight will open.
Something.
Yeah,
The
it was that
lawnmower
truck that
set
drove
off
by.
my alarm decided. So.
Take my barbarian is dying.
Oh my.
You got one of those, like, what's that surgery thing called? Where, like, open your neck so you can breathe.
Tracheotomy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
a tracheotomy.
I almost said
Tracheotomy.
lobotomy, so that's a different thing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's probably there as well.
Alrighty,
It was
so
lobotomy.
you ate some rations. You had some rations. Mark off rations if you ate rations. And is there anything else y'all want to do before y'all continue down
I don't have anything.
this path?
I guess you just
So does it continue, or was that like a dead end?
It continues.
Oh, okay.
This was just like a little
Side
branch.
quest.
Yeah, but it just led into that room. Like, there's not another hallway. We just continued back
Just
to.
go back out the door and
Okay.
continue down.
Yeah.
The only way out is through. Let's go.
All right.
Onward. I'll follow y'all.
So I follow behind him again.
So
well,
what is
actually,
the
you know what? I want to go behind Alon.
what is
I was gonna go in
the
the back again.
what is the marching
Where?
order? Who's going first?
What'd you say?
Colmar?
Said you were.
I was. I was just gonna stay right there until everybody passed me, and I was
Colmar,
gonna follow behind.
Are you in front as well?
I'm not Colmar, but
I said as well.
I said I'll follow, so.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you right behind Colmar.
Or
that
are you
way.
this way? Okay.
Don't worry, we got this.
Fear to go, are you trying to help him walk still?
I don't need it.
No.
Okay.
I'm following behind Dane.
Right behind him?
Yeah.
Still
Alright.
more
then-
peanuts.
Y'all don't have to walk in a line either. Y'all, there's plenty of room.
As we're in a train.
No, we're walking.
My
in.
plan was to let
Kinda.
everybody pass me.
And I just wait until you start going.
Understand your suspicion?
You're very
Keep
suspicious.
Do I look back and just see them in the standoff?
Just like,
Yeah. After you. No, after you. That's it.
So y'all are quite
Keeping
uniformly walking in a line. Probably a little bit more staggered than what is depicted right here.
it's not even on.
Well, I just meant in general. Oh, did we ever show the audience what the
We did.
thing looks like?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just changed it when we were going.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
That's gonna have to take a little more for it to come off. Let me.
Yeah.
What is
Oh,
that?
right.
It helps you take off the old stuff.
Oh. I was like, Wyatt.
All right, so y'all continue down y'all's path, and I would say after about another hour and a half, there's another turn to the left.
Which way was the first one?
To the right.
Oh boy.
Slide to the right. Slide
So
to
you
the
made
left.
it. So you were going straight. You turned to the right,
Whoa.
and it was almost a 180-degree turn.
Oh.
Almost, not quite, but almost. It was a long 180-degree turn.
So now we're going.
And now you're going, and then you went straight, went to the little side room, and now y'all are going straight again, and then you hit another turn, and this is a 90-degree turn to the left.
But it's still the only way to go.
There is no other branch off.
Right.
This is a single.
Wait, so that means
Carry on, then.
we were going
Yeah,
like
it's going
this,
like this, and then it turned around.
and then turned
and then we-
around.
If y'all want, I would suggest one of y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all can literally just like draw out the line y'all are going if you want. So how close you
I
get
do
to
it
mine.
mentally.
So we were first going this way,
Yep.
and then we went right.
Almost
Almost right?
almost 180 degrees.
Yeah, so basically U-turn.
Almost.
Take a legal U-turn.
Almost.
Yeah, almost.
And then we went.
And then
90 degrees
I
this way?
did forget to mention it kind of it straightens back out, so there was technically a slight turn to the right before y'all got to the extra room. I'm looking on my map. So instead of that way, nope, you erased too much. Do the turn, almost 180, and then go straight from there, and then flatten back out towards me. Yeah.
But not so harsh.
No, that was fine.
Oh.
I didn't tell you not to do that.
And then we went left.
Now we're going left.
And there was a room here.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. We're going left.
Looks like a door.
You want to
Blue's
show the
Clues.
audience that?
I would love to show the audience. Audience,
3, 2, 1, bam.
shown.
It's right there.
You were shown.
We were going here.
I
And
think
then we
it's like
turned
at the very
right.
edge.
And it straightened out. And we went left.
And then give yourselves another 20 minutes, and it turns to left again.
Do we notice this? Like in our minds, are we able, like, am I able to kind of know, like,
Give me
map
a
it out in my head?
perception check. Give me a perception check.
Everybody or just him?
Whoever wants to know this information.
Okay.
I am just wanting out of here. I really don't care.
You're just following
I
the
keep
turn.
rolling ones.
14. That was
Second one of the
inaccurate.
day. By the
About
same, person.
Wah, wah.
You need
I got a 14.
Would this, do you think, be something that you would keep track of or no?
Not really, because my thinking is no matter how many turns it takes, the only way out is through.
Yeah.
It's only a one-way. It's a one-way street, no matter what it does.
Yeah,
It's a 14.
14? Did you roll, Wyatt?
14.
Alright, no.
Just
You have a rough idea, not perfect, but you feel decent. You feel like you'd be able to find your way back decently.
Okay.
I
First
should
off, because it's
assume.
a straight shot, but you feel like you have a decent picture in your head.
Okay. I wouldn't want to do anything with that at the moment, but just kind of want to keep that in the back of my head. So.
Yeah.
I fell over again.
On to me.
Because you're trying to be sneaky.
Rude.
Then you're not
now
a
I'm
sneaky.
going backwards.
All right. So Savannah, what are you doing? Or Alana?
Alana is walking
Rolling,
on
rolling,
the
rolling.
side.
The rebel.
Yep. Because I don't like the fact that she's right behind me. Breathing down my
I
neck.
mean, I probably wouldn't have been that.
She's literally. I can smell your perfume, or
Smells
lack
suspicious.
thereof.
I smell your scent.
Quite literally breathing down her neck.
For what I'm assuming you are introverted, it is still feels close.
Yeah. So I'm still just keeping my eyes on the surroundings, even though it's probably mostly the same.
Yeah.
Just keeping my eyes out. I'm anticipating something, but I don't know what.
So, are you like looking around like at the walls and stuff?
Not like noticeably like searching, but just like being aware. As well.
You're not.
I kind of want to
No.
look around at them as well, of course.
Okay.
Continually keeping my eye on her.
You see a bunch of scratches on the wall. Like, things have definitely been here before,
legible.
but like,
And bug people.
everyone give me a perception check.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be
18.
awful.
18?
Oh! 22.
19.
Nice.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
15.
I better perceive something.
You are all very sure you don't see us. Y'all notice the air gets a little bit more stiff,
Oh boy.
and the smell a little bit more rank.
Something
So be
like
glad
stuff.
we ate when we did.
Yes. And you notice there are more scratches on the wall.
This is bad.
I would like to see if I notice any of the symbols that Alana was looking at before.
There's nothing recognizable on these walls right here. So there you see a bunch of scratch marks and worn places on the wall, but nothing legible. Y'all continue walking?
Yes.
I am going to be 100% honest and say I don't have a good feeling about this.
Well, it is better than going back.
Is it?
At this point,
Probably.
I don't know. We just seem to keep going deeper.
But what if it's a dragon down there? And they've got all this gold we can have?
That would be pretty cool.
You'll never know if you don't find
we're
out.
not fighting any dragons.
Yeah, that doesn't work out so well for any of us.
Dragons are off limits.
What if a dragon doesn't even exist and there's just gold? That'd be
Oh.
nice.
Or
Oh, yeah.
what if there are a bunch of rats or something else and no gold? I don't think
Well-
this smell is the smell of gold.
You ever been in a room full of gold?
She is the richest one here.
That is true.
You have
I was about to say, if he hadn't said something, I was going to say, I'm probably the one that's been the
Well, I mean-
closest to that.
Well, I mean, he does work in a
A mine.
mine.
Yes, but I also work with a lot of shipments of stuff.
So I would
I don't work.
at that I'll just walk right up to you and look right at you and be like, "Do you have a room full of gold?"
No.
Okay, Scrooge picked up.
Life is like a
Yeah.
hurricane.
I go swimming in it all the time.
Well, if it's the smell that's bothering you, we might be able to help with that.
It's not so much. Well, I mean that doesn't help, but
Okay, and I'm gonna cast as you're talking. I'm gonna cast minor illusion, and everybody's just gonna smell like flower, like a meadow, like a beautiful meadow, or whatever wafted.
Are we still going
Yeah,
down?
no.
Can
well,
I just start sneezing?
still going
that's nice, but it's not so much the smell as the fact that what the smell might indicate, namely death.
He's
And
well
do.
weighed.
You all smell flowers.
I don't think flowers indicate death or doom. I think it
You know
indicates
what
life.
I mean, Vergo. The smell before.
Can you make a sleight of hand check?
Now, nat 20, baby.
Were you actually trying to hide the fact that you did the?
Well, I can stealth cast minor illusion. I don't have to,
No.
because I'm an illusionist, baby.
Well then, I mean, we'll just add on top of that. Good job.
You just did a outstanding job.
Yeah, we just
Way to
make
double
flowers.
down. Standing on business.
I mean, I would say that would be more deception, but either way, it's a nat 20.
But I did announce that I was
Sign on
doing it, so I
word.
wasn't really trying
Sign
to be,
language.
but yeah. But it just,
Standing on word, sign language.
Oh, I thought you were trying to tell me something.
No, I don't care about you.
Looking at me then.
Did you really think it's
Yes, I did. That was long.
It wasn't that long. And the second half basically asked a similar question to the first one.
well, what other option do we have? Wants to turn around and fight the big guys?
They probably, if they aren't following us at this point, they're probably not looking for us in the same place that we were.
So that means they're not down here. Better for us.
But we also
Wanna
don't
go
know
for
what
us?
is down here. Or how much longer it's going to take to get to the surface.
I'm assuming I would notice we're still going down, or that it has
What
plateaued.
did you roll for your
at this
perception?
point.
I thought it was level.
It has leveled out.
It leveled out, but it's like
It hasn't been going back up.
Yeah.
True.
We're
That we
hours.
know of.
We're hours down. Polite?
I would assume that the stiff, stale air would indicate depth, as well as possible other things.
I would imagine it would
And-
also be kind of cold.
BT dubs, that only lasts for a minute, so. In a minute, y'all will
Helpful.
start smelling nastiness again.
59 seconds. Ah!
I keep walking. So, if no one else does, I guess I'm in the front. If no one else is.
Same mentality, only way out is through pressing on.
Come on, Richard.
Wrong.
Maybe you can practice your magic now.
I don't like the idea of practicing magic in such small spaces.
fireball.
Well, how do you know it's going to be small? Maybe it opens up into a big cavern where big monsters waiting to eat you.
I would rather get home first than just play around.
What a non-teenager thing to say. Sorry.
I
Yeah.
It's like I
know
did
how
last
well
time.
the,
What are
mics
teenagers
doing.
even
Just
doing
make
these
sure
days
we're
if it's not
speaking up
exploring
loud.
random
Yeah.
catacombs?
Oh, that was really loud.
Some of y'all's conversation was kind of quiet. I don't know how well the mic's picking up, so just make sure y'all are a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
We need to speak in our
I love
booming
that
voices.
y'all are getting into it, but like,
I have no booming voice.
That's true.
Alright, if everyone's going through, I guess I'll continue on.
And so I once more wait for Alana to proceed.
what
I'm
are you
gonna literally
looking
roll my eyes
for
and keep
out of
going.
Alana? What is your, what are you looking for?
I just don't like secrets. The fact that I don't know why
you won't
that
like me.
symbol bothered her, or that she's like won't say anything about it, makes me distrust her.
So what are you hoping? Are you hoping to gain anything by watching her? Like what are the things you're looking for? Is what I'm asking.
Okay, to be 100% honest,
Yeah.
I'm making sure she's not gonna like try and attack me or anything.
Okay.
Sorry.
She did shoot
My
me in the leg.
face spoke a little loud right there.
Well, your character wouldn't know that. Your
Yeah,
character
but I have
wouldn't.
not tried.
I was just seeing if
Yeah.
there was something that I could like have
The
a
first
roll
time she
for
ever
or
saw
something
you,
like
you
that.
were running
Which is why I
right
was
into
Yeah.
a
So-
gladiatory arena to fight gladiators.
Fair.
Well,
You just like barged
Did I
in.
run in or? Yeah,
No,
I did.
look.
I mean, you weren't going slow.
you ran in and then ran away.
It was like
Look, I have learned about him. I have learned about him. I have learned about him. I thought I learned about you, and then I
thinks she learned about
realized
me.
you haven't told you like you're keeping something.
Oh yeah.
So that bothers me. I am concerned.
Should be. Just kidding.
that was out of character. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yes. But I was saying, but that's the point. Is like your character doesn't know my reasons for being suspicious of you.
All right. Well, we're walking.
All right, y'all continue.
Oh,
As y'all continue,
Don't like where this is going. Sorry.
the smell gets a little bit worse as y'all continue down.
It's not gonna get better.
I just like hold my nose
And
as I walk down.
the torches have stopped. So y'all come at the end. Y'all come to the end of the torchlight.
I want to just grab one of the last ones to
Okay.
take with us.
Yep.
That's easy.
You're gonna have to like work to pry it off the wall, but you'll get it.
Can you get one down for me?
I hand her the one I have and grab one of the other last ones.
All right, so y'all now have 2 torches.
One in the back, one in the front.
Alrighty. So y'all are now torchful and are headed down.
I'll take out my little light again.
Okay.
Because I just put him on one day.
Alrighty, sounds good.
I'm just like,
I will say, I do have another way to make light, but it requires combat, so we'll see.
Do any of y'all have dark vision?
Oh,
Shewood is a half-elf.
I don't think I do.
Hewood is a gnome, I think.
I might have a way, I just can't remember.
Where would that be? Features and traits?
Senses.
I have produced flame.
Is that in the book?
Oh, I do have dark vision.
Yay!
I don't need no light. I don't need your fire. I got my own eyes for that.
I mean, technically, I wouldn't need
You
it
should
if
have a
I'm not
senses
gonna use
page.
that.
I've got my own eyes for that. I don't need your fire.
Well, I'm human, so, you know.
I guess at this point while they're doing that, I would like, if we're still continuing, I want to like stop and hang back, being next to
So
Bridget.
you have produced flame.
It won't be
You
under
have a
senses, so probably
stone.
not.
You have
Dark
you don't
vision.
have
Flame.
You have dark vision. Okay. I went to look at yours, but I couldn't see where it was. Oh, okay. I see
Features
now.
and traits.
I found it. Yeah. And you're human. You're human. So y'all don't.
Yeah.
I don't know about Genasi's if they do or not.
I don't think
Keep
so.
going.
I found this one under senses. Here, I can look at wilds as well.
You also
Yeah.
could features and traits is where I found mine.
It wasn't under any of the water genieman traits. So
It's not in there. He doesn't have it.
even though if they live underwater, they should be
They-
able to see in the dark.
You want
Yeah.
to look at this real quick? This
Maybe
is
they
where I
need their
found.
lights. They have luminescent creatures, I bet you.
This is where I found it on
To
D&D
give them
Beyond,
lights.
right
They
here.
don't fish.
They don't need
And
their own lights. They don't need
so
to see the dark.
on his, it's right here,
They just have fish swimming
but
in a pot.
this is on
Jellyfish.
his. and it's
Or,
on there.
or
So,
all
yeah,
their lamps.
under senses.
You know,
That
like
was
street
cool.
lamps.
Like the one that
And then
breathes
the fish-
fire.
No, because
There-
that only produces it for a little while.
There is a fish that technically breathes fire. Like we'll try. Never mind.
All right.
We'll
Okay.
later.
So-
YouTube.
Y'all continue on
Yeah.
moving?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
So you're by me.
Cautiously.
Why by me?
Yeah, I would hang back and
Fire.
go by her, Bridget, and we'll say, "Don't worry, Bridget. I'll protect you, and I'll walk with you."
Aw. I'm no longer in the back anymore.
You are now
I'm
officially
right in the middle.
All right. So y'all are. You are all lit
I am.
except for you, who is dark vision, and you are now moving through the tunnels, which is getting smellier each step you take.
Once the flowers.
How far
Yeah.
in front of you? You're in front. Wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, you are in front. How far does your torchlight go? It's like it's not 60.
I think bright light would only be like 20.
Okay, so maybe a little.
Mine
dim,
only
like
goes
another
5.
10,
I think
Mine's
maybe
20.
dim to 60.
dim to 60. Okay.
I'd have to double check the numbers, but
Okay.
that sounds
We're,
right.
we're,
on.
we're cool with that. The 60 foot radius of sight. All right. So as you are walking, you end up seeing another little room with a slightly bigger door. By slightly, I mean like a medium-sized door to the right again.
Okay, I was wrong. It's looks like 20-foot bright light and another 20 dim. So
Oh, okay. Okay, so about 40 foot.
yeah.
So once you get 40 feet away, that's what you see in the dim. So you can just barely make out, oh, there's an opening in the wall right there.
Guess I want to go ahead and kind of stick the torch to the door, see what I see inside.
Okay. So as you're walking up to the door, you, as you get closer to it, you see on the other side, not through the door, but past the door. So you haven't gotten to the door yet. So you're still in the tunnel, moving towards it. But as you get closer to the door and your light stretches farther, you see this mass in the middle of the walkway in front of you. Okay? You can't really make out what it is, but the closer you get to the door and the more the light shines onto it. It's about, I want to say it's about 15 feet on the other side of the door from where you are. So, yeah, it just looks like all you can really tell is a mass right now.
And that's through the doorway, not down the hall from us.
No, that's down the hall.
Okay.
Not through the door. You haven't gotten to the door yet.
Okay.
You've gotten closer to the door and 15 feet past the door. So you're almost to the door. And it comes into sight.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'm
Just want to.
assuming I wouldn't be able to see it yet from behind him.
If you're right behind him, you probably did not notice it. No. You're in the back, so there's people in front of you, light right in front of your face.
I'm kind of right behind him, but off to the side. Would I be able to see?
I'm trying to juggle realistic of being, so you know whenever you're walking with a light, and if you have like a torch or something in front of you, it's kind of hard to see past it.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a flashlight and none of it's coming back at your face. I'm trying to decide if that is something that is super visible because it's pitch black other than the light you have and the light that's in front of you.
Yeah.
So you would notice him noticing it.
Okay. That's fine.
For sure, because you can see him.
Okay.
So I can see the mass. Do I see like eyes shining from the darkness, like it'd be facing towards us?
You do not see any eyes.
Alright.
So I'm guessing he stopped.
That's
Right.
him.
Have you stopped?
Definitely slowed.
That's good. And do you see something?
I
stopped at that.
So torch in my left hand, shield in my right. I'm actually holding my shield in front to sort of block the light from us.
Yeah.
I want to try and just motion with my head best I can towards the doorway.
Okay.
So have us all kind of as quietly as possible move to the side and keep inching towards the doorway.
Okay. So you do that.
I'm gonna, because I have a light. Sorry, unless you want.
What were you saying?
I was just gonna go in the door first, because
Okay.
I have a light. I don't know if you have a light. Do you?
I have a small light.
Okay.
I think everybody has a light but me, right?
Okay.
Torches, small light, and
Yeah.
whatever you
So
got,
as you get closer and the mask comes into your brightened view, you notice breathing movements from it and slight like creaking and
That was my actual character.
definitely alive,
Right.
living, whatever it is. It looks, since you're a little bit closer now and you can kind of, it's in a little bit more of your bright light, it looks like a mix of sludge, branches, garbage, all wrapped in one.
Garbage man.
but mostly moss and kind of it just looks wet. But it looks like tree branches. It looks like if the sewer came alive.
Interesting.
Are we in the sewer?
Basically.
Yeah.
I don't know what else.
We've been assuming catacombs, which is probably worse.
But there haven't been
Is there
any
anything in the
branches
door?
off.
Am I able to
Catacombs have
see it?
branches off.
Hmm?
I'm able to see it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
All of y'all have laid eyes on this thing now.
Can I roll a history check to see if I know what it is?
Sure.
Can I look in
That's
the door?
just a definite
I don't
no,
want to
isn't
quite
it?
go in it, but I just want to like see if there's more of it in the. Oh!
24.
24. You have not necessarily read about any of these things, but you've heard tales of these things called a sewage shambler.
Would I know if it has any weaknesses?
Let me see. Would you
Like just their lore and stuff?
What'd you roll again?
24.
24.
All drains lead to the ocean. You know.
That's a good point.
You're not 100% sure right now, but maybe after getting like more confirmation on it, it might be something you would be able to recall
Okay.
or find out studying it a little bit more. But you could assume by looking at it what it appears to be made of, that you would assume that like it having like branches and stuff.
It could burn.
Possibly.
But it's wet.
It's wet.
Watch can burn.
We're not gonna try and fight that thing. What is that thing?
Y'all,
Stop telling me.
with the murmuring and walking going by, y'all do see it like kind of like start to move.
Okay, and as it starts to move, then I go quiet. I'm like, but I still ask the questions.
What did you say it was?
Sewage shambler, I believe.
Yes.
You knew that.
I whisper.
You knew
I
that.
kind of like
Don't whisper.
back up a little bit and like can
Cover his
That's gonna
ears.
like
help.
just. I think it's a sewage shambler.
It starts moving again.
Okay, well, don't whisper so that the people can hear what you're saying.
I think it's a sewage shambler.
It's very sexual.
What's that shambler?
Words.
Think back to hell and back, and act like you learned to whisper in a sawmill.
There you go.
Yeah, you're very loud whisperers in that movie.
The one guy is. That's why one of the others made that joke.
True.
I guess noticing that it's moving, I would like to cast Minor Illusion, and I just want to play like a soft background, like whatever background that is, you know. They're just like the catacomb noise.
lullaby.
Like I just want to, like kind of amplify it a little bit in its ears to
Like,
cover
You
any
wanna
of our.
mask
Yes,
the
so trying
sound?
to mask our sound with its normal thing. Just
A
That's
normal
actually kinda
like
smart.
white noise.
Okay. That's a creative way of using that. Yeah, give me a deception check.
uh-oh,
I will say
that's an 8.
Keep in mind, inspiration.
Oh, I'm gonna use my heroic inspiration. Thank you.
I remembered it, but I wasn't gonna say anything.
And that allows me to add a
Uh,
d6.
No, you can choose to reroll because it's heroic inspiration, not bardic.
Okay.
But you do go with this roll no matter what.
It's a
the
10.
same?
No, it's a
little
2
bit.
more.
What's your plus? Did you have a plus?
Yeah, plus 2. So.
Oh, that equals 10.
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Well, I tried to help.
Should have used
tried.
one of my luck points. I forgot about
So, you know what, I just would do a.
Music.
Well, I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to be.
Have I been able to look in the door yet, or are we just not? Are we
That
getting
sounded
there?
nice.
As you do this, you don't see a head on it. But then, whenever you do this minor illusion, you just see out of this blob mass, you just see a portion in the center go. And then these dull, glowing eyes just open up and stare
What
straight
color is
at
eyes?
y'all. What?
What color are the eyes? Why do you care? They might be Jim.
Oh, good question.
What color are the eyes?
I just want to keep everyone alive and everyone else is worrying about this.
Okay.
The dull, glowing eyes.
No specific color.
What color do you want to see?
Red,
No,
white,
do not say red.
green,
Amber?
You see amber eyes.
Yay. Okay, I'm happy.
So, since we now thoroughly have its attention, I'm just going to go ahead, caution to the wind, cast the torch aside, grab my battle axe, and start swinging.
What?
So do we have to roll for
You
initiative
did it, Colmar.
Why don't we
You
just
got him.
go through the door?
I've been trying.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake him up.
Don't look at me like that.
Well, it doesn't matter. We could
Alright,
just
so I'm going to give you your attacks and then we'll roll initiative.
Alright?
avoid conflict.
And, I also would like to use my first Channel Divinity on this sacred weapon, which, first of all, my battle axe is now basically a torch, sheds the same light, 20 foot bright, 20 foot dim.
Okay.
I can choose to turn the weapon's damage into radiant damage,
Sewage.
Okay.
Shampoo.
and I can add my charisma modifier to the attack roll, so I basically get another +3.
Okay.
Can we turn this down just a little bit?
Yeah, give me a second.
So,
The girl's hard of hearing.
that is going to be a 16 to hit.
16, give me just a second. 16. I'm dealing with deaf girl's ears. Is that better?
Yeah.
Alrighty. You said a 16 to hit?
Yep.
A 16 does hit.
Alright, and I'm also going to use my free daily smite with this for my bonus action.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
My team.
If you kill this thing in like 2 hits.
Oh, yeah.
How many dice?
Okay. That's 15 damage right out the gate.
Yeah.
Damage.
Nice.
Awesome.
And I don't know if a pile of sludge can necessarily be toppled.
Right. So you hit this, and it just crumbles. Like you slash at it and decimating this thing. And
It breaks apart into a bunch of little goblins.
Wait.
You decimate this thing,
Okay.
and it falls to the ground, and is now laying in the middle of the walkway, supposedly lifeless.
Well,
Supposedly.
that was a lot easier than I.
How much damage did you
Expected.
deal?
15. Let's see. 15, yeah.
That's
Free daily
suspicious.
smite. Which I didn't decide which one of these was my weapon damage, so I could have theoretically increased that with Savage Attacker. But I have, quote unquote, allegedly one-shot it. I don't trust it, but we'll see.
Can I shoot it with an arrow just to make sure?
Sure.
It's a pile of
Make an
leaves,
attack
Savannah.
roll.
I don't care. Oh, well, that's a 4 to hit.
Man, you need new dice.
I do.
What was the actual number?
2.
Ah.
Alright, so you.
No, it's not this one.
What did you hit it, or what did you roll?
2.
2 total?
Well,
A 4.
4.
Did you add your proficiency bonus to that?
That would bring it to 6, right?
Proficiency plus.
Yeah, your
Let me look at
proficiency
my
and your
this
dexterity.
instead of not my.
Is your dex only 14?
Can I go look at it? Investigate it?
Yeah. And while you're doing that, you hear this loud shrieking
I got a
noise,
19.
not coming from
Oh.
the beast that was just slain.
Hello there, and thank you for watching this episode of Fellowship of the Roll. Sorry for the weird cut. When we sat down to record, it was just going to be one episode, but it went so long that during the editing process, we decided to cut it into 2. So, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let us know in the comments, what did you think about this week's episode? What do you think about next week? What is that mysterious sound that these characters have heard? Tune in next week to find out.